G'day mate and welcome back to Captain Mystery with me, Jitty. In our last episode, we managed to get another steel smelter up and running, which should have fixed our maintenance problems, except we have no maintenance, which means obviously it's not fully fixed, but that's the plan for today. I want to get that maintenance problem solved. I also want to get a little bit more tech done, a few more things built, and also now we have a little bit bigger of trucks and diggy boys, I want to get a few more of those built. The other thing I really want to do is thank a couple of YouTube members. So as we happen to have 3 yellow trucks, I figure I should be thanking them first. First off, can I thank the wonderful John Gordos for being a YouTube member and choosing to support the channel. Can I secondly thank, before he drives away, Tin Yao. And lastly, can I thank, we're going to have to follow this guy because he's driving away already. It seems about right. Lastly, I need to thank the wonderful Pops. Pops joins me quite often for the live streams, which, you know, there's a good chance that maybe right now I might be streaming. You can always go over to the main channel, click the live tab, and if I'm not streaming right now, you can see when the next stream is scheduled, and click the little button to make sure you get a notification and reminder before I go live. But he also is a kitten supporter. So rather than choosing to support the channel, he's chosen again to support the kittens, which is fine by me. I don't mind. They definitely appreciate it, but I do need to say thank you to all 3 of you for being YouTube members and choosing to mostly support the channel. And more importantly, you guys get early access to the videos. All right, next thing I need to do is, before we get on to the maintenance problem, I want to jump the research trip. I want to rearrange things just a little bit, and I'm pretty sure the quickest way to cancel everything is if I cancel that. It is. Cool. I still want to get water recovery. Why? Because it's partly researched. After I get water recovery, I want to make a beeline for the next research lab, because all of this is not really important to me. Sure, I want it eventually, but I don't really want it now. That includes trains. I don't even need trains right now. I want them in the future. The other thing I want to grab is I want to grab ship armor, because even if we have this researched, it can take me a little while to build it. So whilst I'm building it, I can come back, get ship weapons and ship armor, and then we can work our way up to the higher parts of the tree. So I need to do that, but I also need to ask you that very important question, of course. The important question being, can I borrow a like? I just like to borrow a like. I like to borrow a like early in the video. If you're not happy with the video, you didn't enjoy the video, well, then chances are my maintenance problems are not going to go away. All right, maintenance. We need to talk about what's causing my maintenance problems. Obviously, if I click on you, you have a whole bunch of mechanical parts, which means it's definitely not mechanical parts. It has to be electronics. And if we follow the belt backwards, we can see there's not a lot of electronics, We come to here, we can see there's no copper. Why is there no copper? Well, the copper smelter is running, it has ore, but right here, you're waiting for water. So my whole problem is caused by water, or the lack thereof. So what we need to do is, we're gonna come to here, we're gonna put in another one of these, and we're gonna grab a little skinny pipe, and we're gonna run that into here as well. Now, this does give me a problem, potentially a very big problem, and that is, well, this is a groundwater well. We might drain it completely, which would be bad. The other thing I need to do is I need to upgrade this pipe because I need water going, well, that way to those farms, and the town is actually not getting enough water, so they're a little bit unhappy with me. I'd like the uni bonus. Also, this is a tier 2 pipe, but I want to upgrade this one as well to a tier 2 pipe, which I can't afford because I have no parts, because at this point we're going to be pumping 200 water into this. Sure, we are splitting it 50-50, but I definitely want to have the ability for more than 60 water to go this way. All right, from there, I need to do a new solution. New solution is we're going to come up to our little plateau right about here, and I want to go to water. I want to go to groundwater pump. Yep, right here, and I want to plumb in 1, 2, 3 of you guys. Cool. Can I get a tier 1 pipe to there and a tier 1 pipe to there? All right. From there, I'm going to be bringing this pipe, well, this way until I run out of a tree or something else. Yep, tree. Cool. This is why we're going to shave the island. We're going to make sure it's bold and flat, just the way I like them. And then from there, okay, I have coal right here. I definitely don't want to put the pipe above the coal mine because that's going to lead to a very unstable pipe in the future. Over here I have copper. I still want to split the difference and come in beside the ramp, which is right about here, I believe. And we're going to try and keep the pipe straight, even though there's trees in the way everywhere. And we're going to bring the pipe down to here. Once we get to here, well, I need to go across the front of the ramp. That's going to cause problems, even at height 5. Okay, can I come back to here? And then we're going to go this way across the ramp. and then we'll come down. Yeah, can you go to here, please, and then jump down a little bit, and then to say here. No, I want to go further. That's where the vehicle depot is. Yep. Okay, vehicle depot. We're going to come straight along the edge of the vehicle depot. Yep. And then we're going to come around the side of the vehicle depot. And then I want to tie in, well, here. Cool. That I can uni build. The pumps, I cannot. So we're going to come all the way back to the pumps. We're going to build what I can with uni, which is basically just the pipes. And then I'm going to unpause all three of you guys. They're construction priority number 8. We have no parts, so they'll get to it eventually. Eventually being the operative word. But that should get us water down to here. Next thing I want to do whilst we're here is, well, this pipe needs to be upgraded. Can I say you're like 3 or something? 4, so you actually get done. You are a priority 1, and you've got half the parts. Half the parts are a good start. But I also want to put in a buffer, and I want to put this in series. So I'm going to get a water tank. I really want a tier 2. We're going to do a tier 1 for right now. And then I want to bring this down and then straight back up. Okay, it means that the water can flow into the tank if it needs to, and it can also flow out of the tank if it needs to. And the idea being, a very simple idea, that being, if I have, well, the water backed up this pipe, i.e. we're not using all of it, then it can come sit in the tank and, fill up the tank for a little while, and then once the tank's full, it can then flow back out when I need it in the future if the main feeding pipe is struggling just a little bit. What did I set you to? 4. And you're set to 1. Okay. Right, next thing I need to solve is, well, power. That's a separate thing. Can I come down to you? Right, next thing I want to do is over here. I want to remove this little pipe we had here for backup water because it now goes into, well, sand, glass mix, and I definitely can't use water for that recipe. I'm going to put another tank here. No, I'm going to remove that pillar. Be gone. Cool. Then I'm going to put a tank here, and I'm going to take a little pipe out and a little pipe back. Again, I just want to have a buffer in here. It's a very tiny buffer. We should be able to build that with Unity. And again, it's built in series. So the acid can flow in here and it can flow out of here if the water pipe ends up short for some reason. Hopefully it won't. But that should give me a little tank that can store up a little bit of acid. I don't really want to upgrade this because I don't think this is going to stay here. I think this is my acid location, I think, is still temporary for right now. All right, next thing I need to look at is power. Power is over here, and obviously I need some more spinning wheels. So can I get 2 or 4 more spinning wheels? And can I get you? Yeah, it's designed to be that size, so we might as well get it that size. Other thing that I need to do is you are starting to get full. So if you're going to be full, I want to... best way to do this. Best way to do this is like that. Yep. Can I just put a simple 50-50 split into here? Yep. And can I get you built as well? Uni, please? Thank you. All right. If this fills up, I end up in trouble because then I can't burn off the sour water, and therefore oil backs up, and therefore I don't make diesel. That would be bad. So we're just going to put in a second box. Again, I'm going to click the upgrade button. Again, it probably won't happen for ages because I don't have any I don't have any construction parts too. I also don't have any electronics. Other things I want to do is over here. I was really hoping it would work. It has been working mostly, but my light oil, I'm producing 60, you're only burning 54. I was hoping the extra 6 would go this way. It's not really doing that. If I click on the heavy oil pipe, we can see it's maxed out. In fact, you and you both have periods where you cannot output the heavy oil because it's got nowhere to go. Output is full, heavy oil. So what I want to do is I want to force the issue by putting in a balancer right here. And then we're going to put you, cut, you, there, you need to go. It needs parts. You are now priority 1-1. You're now priority urgent. You're now priority uni. Cool. And then I want to delete that one. All right. I want you to have that as the output priority. So all 54 light oil can go into there. And then I'll take my excess and I'll plug it in here. Cool. We're going to do that as well because, well, I need to have just the slither of light oil come over here and then you guys to burn it off. All right. As long as my power is high, my power usage is high, and I have enough generators on the shaft, it's going to drain the shaft of power, which means these guys are going to turn on. That's something I actually want to do because I'm producing a little bit too much steam in here for just 2 of these guys. So I sort of need to, well, power up more of them. which is good because I need more power, and we're not going to stop needing more power anytime soon. All right, bullshit is out of things to out of trees to harvest. That's awesome. Can I get you to come over here? As I point out, we have coal right here. I'd like to remove the trees right above coal because I don't really want to, well, drop them into the mine, unfortunately. And I'd also like to get the trees over here on top of copper. Also, at the same time, I already know you guys can path up to here, so can I get that done as well? And then we'll leave them to their devices to hopefully get rid of, well, more trees. All right, with those things done, in theory, we should be okay on maintenance here, but I need to, well, refill the maintenance buffers on everything. So if we go look on the world map, I click on you have 76%. Obviously, you know, you have well, some amount of maintenance in you, and as long as I'm producing plenty, it'll slowly top back up. But I need to sort of top up a little bit faster. So what I want to do is I want to build this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy. Because, oh, I'm also going to build you. Can I set you to be high? Cool. Because we're making electronics here. Electronics are coming out, and then 50% is going this way, and 50% is going this way. Then you are getting a 25% split of that, which means even though I'm making 48, in theory, if everything's running fine, you're getting, well, the 12 that you're actually asking for. But if I click this, I could have you run at double speed and I could make maintenance faster and fill you up faster. The problem is not enough electronics go that way. So we're going to build the new one right here, which should hopefully, yes, and you need 50 parts. Once you're built, once you're running, you should get 50% right from the get-go, which should be enough to keep you happy. I can always put in a splitter in the future. I don't really want to, but I could if I have to. All right, next researches have been done. Do I want to do that? Do I want to do that? I want to look at Mr. Shippy Shippy. So Mr. Shippy Shippy is loaded up with 200 construction parts to go upgrade the oil rig. I'd sort of like to spend those construction parts, but I need to have the oil rig going faster. You are only producing 60 crude oil. We are burning over here. We are burning 120. Oh, can I change these to the priority? Yes, because that is full, and I really want you to pick up some crude oil. Yep, so I am burning crude oil faster than making crude oil, which is a bit of a problem. Sure, Mr. Shippy Shippy has some in barrels, and this is also running for, well, not much longer, but I really need to make sure that we can produce crude oil fast enough, as fast as we're using it. Yes, so if we go look at this now, it's operating right now. We can see 36 workers for 2 shifts, which produce 60. Therefore, I need another 36 workers, which I definitely don't have enough, and I don't have any housing. So, back to other problems, and that is going to be housing. Can I get... They're all paused. Can I get 4 of you built? 4 of you is probably too much. Can I do 2 of them? Can I do 2 of them? And at the same time, can I turn the beacon back on? Because it's still going to be one of the quickest ways we can get more people into the town. All right, you done? Please be done. 40 out of 50. Wow. All right, so close. And can I also turn the extra 2 labs on because we're all backed up in research because these are now full. We're making electronics, we're making steel fast enough. They're both happy. I'm happy that they're happy, and I'll be even happier when you're... I was too slow to click. All right, not enough workers, -6. And that is because... Not sure. Oh, these guys must be built. Oh. -6. Oh, I turned on the labs. That'll do it. All right, so can I unpause this house? That way we have room for 80 people. And can we go visit a slave market? Sorry, a place where we can get people from. Can I adopt 10 people from there? Great. Can I have Mr. Shippy Shippy? You have enough fuel on you. The other one we have is 240 iron. I don't have 240 iron. But I'm going to click that button anyway. That's going to empty all the iron out of here. Yep. And it will get some iron. Okay. You're now done. Maintenance is going to recover. I want to build a second one of you straight away. You are set to priority number 2. That's fine. Can I get my belt into here and my lift into here and my other belt into there? Cool. Can I get that built and that built and that built? And then I need you built, which just unpauses you when we wait for construction parts. Right. I have a bunch of these. You guys are limited by electronics, which I'm now stealing a bunch of them, which sort of means that, yes, I'm going to bite the bullet and I'm going to get rid of... No, I'm going to leave you for a minute longer. I'm going to leave you for a minute longer. All right. Can I get Mr. Shippy to go find out what's there? Because you've got enough fuel on you. We might as well. We'll find out what's over there. We're at -7 workers, which is a bit of a problem. And you have one person, you have no people, and you have no people, which sort of sucks. All right. So there's nothing I can do about the people problem for right now. It just means something's not running. I don't even know what's not running, but we definitely need more people. The other thing I need is more steel. So I have the second smelter ready to go. We're going to unpause the whole damn thing. And that brings me to my new problem of I need to get iron into these guys. We are producing 30, well, we're consuming 30 and 30, which means a single 60 belt would be fast enough. But you require iron to be in here for me to have enough. And if you guys find extra iron and have just a load of solid iron like this guy did, he puts in that box, which doesn't feed these guys. Now I could put in another iron box, but my other option is I could take this belt from here and plug it into there. If I did that, well, then the belt that's feeding it only does 60, which means this guy's getting 30, he's happy at 30, and this guy gets 30, he's happy at 30. But when I build the new guy, I don't have 60 going this way. So the fix for that is I actually come to this belt and I upgrade it to the next tier, which now moves 200. Because we're going to move 200, we're going to empty the box a whole lot faster, which should be okay, I hope. And also means, oh, hang on, you're only being fed by actually, you're being fed by a 60 belt. That shouldn't be an issue because it's also flowing this way. So it does mean that I can get 200 through to here. Then I get 60 coming this way, which should feed both of these guys and make me very, very happy because that should give me more steel. With more steel, I want to move my steel bucket to... Yeah. Yep. Can I put my steel bucket there? Can I build you? You're going to complain straight away you don't have enough steel, but that's not the point. Because I now have, well, this guy building and this guy building eventually. What I want to do is I want to remove this electronics, this mechanical parts, and this guy entirely. Also, I want to remove that steel belt. Yep. And can I get you go into there and into there? Cool. I'd like to have both of you two running because these guys are designed, they're going to produce steel first. If the box of steel fills up, well, then they'll go do iron, which is important because these guys, you and you, use 18 iron each. The problem is I'm only making 24. You guys are using 36. I also need some for Mr. Shippy, so he can go out and visit neighbors, and well, he can go and get upgrades, and also get the cargo ship. So I want to have this hopefully for steel. We are going to be exporting steel down to to make sure we can make the mechanical components here, to make sure I can make the vehicle parts here, so I can fill up the box with vehicle parts, so I can start upgrading some vehicles. But in the meantime, I do need to connect this belt back up, which was steel, and you're going to go to there, and you're going to go there. Cool. So I am going to use a little bit of steel to make the mechanical parts, the construction parts straight, but I do need to, well, like I said, get materials down here. Can I set you an alert? Can you tell me when you're empty, please? And can I call you delete me? So I'll get an alert, and then I'll come back and delete that machine. Also going to delete the steel because I want to grab mechanical parts from here instead. Because if you're now running, I should be able to get a second machine over here. You're going to do 24 a piece. I don't actually need you built. You know what? I'm going to turn you off. I'm going to turn you off because maintenance is recovered and we're fine. All right. Next thing I need to do is I need to location explore. We found a settlement. Cool. They have some loot. And they do the chicken trade, which is important. And that's about it. Yeah, I don't really care about any of the contracts right now. But they also let me adopt people. But that does require a donation, so I need to donate stuff to them as well. Cool. Can we go home? And we'll sit at home and lick our wounds that we don't have. And then hopefully be able to get a few more things upgraded. All right, so water recovery. Oh, belts are done. Belts are done. We can close that one. All right, water recovery. Water recovery is a cute little research that I want to get set up, preferably right now, which involves a cooling tower. So we're going to put a cooling tower here and a cooling tower here. Yep. So what we're doing currently is we're making a whole lot of steam. The steam we are using to make mechanical power, and then the low pressure steam, which is venting into the atmosphere. What I can do is I can put it through a cooling tower, which will take in my low pressure steam and turn it back to water. I can feed my water back into the system and have less of a water loss. This doesn't matter too much here because it's on its own little private water network, but long term it's going to be important. So what I want to do is plug you into you and into you, and then I want to bring this out of top, just a top, and then you can go into that, and you can go you can go into that, and you can go into that. With that done, I want to bring this to here, and then if I'm correct, come on camera, spin. All right, can I plug you into that port? Cool. With you plugged into that port, you're gonna be a priority in, and it should be a case of how much cost do you need? Great, you need how much? 30 parts. I have 98. Cool. We can do all of that. Plus we can do the pipe. Plus we can do the other pipe. And that means this little guy is to go away. Cool. And the second one, I'm just going to build for right now. And then I'm going to leave it and let the trucks do it in good time. Yep, that one and that one. Actually, I can get one of these done, right? 30. Yep, I can get one of them done. Cool. Can I get that done, and that done? And flip the pipe? I can't really flip the pipe. I can pause the pipe. Yeah, I can pause the pipe facing the right direction and unpause you and get you done. All right. With us having those at least started, new refugees, they're still bringing loot. Yeah, the loot keeps getting lower and lower, but it's something. All right. So I've done water recovery. Next thing I want to do is something a little bit different. I want to put down some concrete. So I want to put down cobblestone. And the reason I want to put down cobblestone is when you have vehicles and they are on the cobblestone paths, they have 20% less maintenance, which is really cool. But you can't really control where the trucks drive. You know, if you look at our paths, especially in places like this, they drive wherever the hell they want to drive. But what I can control is if they're full of resources, they park around the mine control tower. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to go to every mine control tower and just give myself a little section of upgrade you. Yep. Okay, so you're a really low priority. Excellent. Can I up like this? I want to do this. I just want to cover a little bit of cobblestone, just the tiniest amount, and make sure that they can park on the cobblestone, have a 20% lower maintenance cost if they're hanging around with resources in them. In saying that, they're paused, not using a lot of maintenance anyway, but every little bit helps. All right. Has low supply of steel ×2. Yeah, we know that. And you guys are all running. You are all running. You all look happy. You're waiting for products, being the steel, and that's waiting for more iron. Cool, more iron. We have a solution for that. I want to go to the iron mine. I want to give you 1, 2, 3 of the big trucks. I've already built a couple of extra, so we have 5 in total. So I want to apply 3 here. I'm going to drop 3 trucks off this, and then I want to go to the brand new menu, being the upgrade menu. I want to upgrade every single small excavator to a real excavator, but I don't want to do, it's going to be in the vehicle depot too, obviously, but I don't want to do anybody randomly. I want to do the iron mine control tower, and I want to do 3 of them. So can I hit that? When I hit that, this will automatically queue this up when it's idle, only when it's idle, to start upgrading vehicles. As I have almost 300 parts in stock, we can do a few of them. Right, next thing I want to do is pickups into bigger pickups. I have 6 here, so we're going to do another 3. Then we're going to go back to small excavator to big excavator. I'm going to remove my limit, and I'm going to say all of them. And then I'm going to go back to pickup for pickup. I'm going to do all of them as well. So what I want to do is I want to, well, upgrade the iron mine first, so we can make sure we have more iron going, so I can make more steel, so I can hopefully catch up on any problems I have. Can I remove this? Yep, I would remove that. And I also need to remove this because it's not going to do anything where it's sitting there. Okay, so that should get that up and running. That should keep that running. We need to also at the same time, I want to build another copper build. Currently we're fine, but we're making 24 and 24. And you're going to use 24. When I get the next guy up and running, he's going to want another 24. Also, I need to keep having electronics for, construction parts too. And I need electronics for science And I need electronics for things like this. When I click U upgrade, because that was made with construction parts 1 rather than 2, it needs electronics. So can I do 4 of them? 4 of them. Yep, can I get 4 of them upgraded? Cool. So I want to get that done as well. All right, next thing I need to do is get another copper smelter. So we're just going to come to here, Control C, and I want to copy from the back. Can I go from here to here? Yep, all the way down the side to there. And then it should be a case of pop this on top. Cool. Now, I'm going to have a couple of little problems, like, you know, this is not connected. This should be connected if I used actual blueprints to start with, but I didn't use blueprints to start with, so we need to sort that out. What do you have? Oh, because you're not assigned to a mine anymore. Can I turn off the limit for a second? And then you can unload there. Cool, that solves that problem. All right, so what I need to do is I need to make this connection here again. So we're going to remove that. I'm going to put you here. We're going to separate you. We're going to bring in our other slag belt there, which then comes out there. You need to flip the other way. We need all that gone. I need you to be here. Oh, yeah, it's fine. We need to come down, and into here, and then out there. Cool. Can I flip you? And that should be all I need. So I need to remove that bit, and I need to remove that bit. And with those 2 bits removed, and this squeezed together, I should be able to drop that right in place, and everybody will be happy. Cool. Can I build that? Can I build that? All right. And also, side note, we're going to have 2 of these guys back to back, so I can share the same molten channel, which has a throughput of 120. You guys only make 24, so that's not going to be an issue. And I just saved some construction parts. Well, what it's all about. All right. Before I forget, can I bring my belt over to? No, actually, remove you. Can I bring my belt to here, and then to here, and then to there. Technically, you're producing 48, and therefore I should upgrade the belt to more than 60, so we get enough through the belt and into the box. But connectors are not speed limited, so I'm going to put a connector right in front of the box, and that way they can both feed in at the same time. But on the other side, I do have the same problem. I do have the problem that well, you are only going to output 60, and you need 30, you need 30, you need 30, you need 30. So that does mean I need to upgrade that belt and that belt to 200. After we get to this point, we slow down to 60. That's perfectly fine. I need both those done so we can actually get enough materials down the belt so I can get another one of these guys built. So I'm going to unpause everything from there to there. Also that guy, and that should get built relatively quickly. All right, no, wait. All right, so we have ship weapons. We also have the bigger and better. You're done. Can you go away? The bigger and better labs. The bigger and better labs do need a few things. But one thing they're going to need is me to click that button. They need construction parts 3, which I don't have. Why don't I have? Because I don't have 2s. Why don't I have 2s? Well, because I keep spending them constantly. And I also don't have enough uni. Yeah, I know. All right, new refugees, yes, and more refugees. Yes, what did I not get for my uni? I don't know. Can I set you guys to, no, actually, can I go to here? And you're now more important, so can I set you to a 13? I have 57 workers, which means I'm going to crank you up. You need more workers. You need even more uni. And, oh, I have free housing 1. I should probably actually have 22 workers. How much do you need? You need 8. So I have not enough. And then 2 and 2, so that's 10, 12, 10, 12, 14, 16, 26. Cool. Can I unpause yet another house? Cool. We have room for more people. Cool. Can I unpause those 2 houses? Alright. Oh, Rick has not enough uni. Blue shit has no trees to harvest. That one I can solve. Can I have you shave this, and 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 that, and that. Cool. You guys are gonna... Oh, you can't get that one. You can get everything else. Cool. Can you guys start shaving that part of the island too? I like my islands the same way I like my women. I'm smooth and flat. All right. So that should new problem. Okay. I have too much trash. Okay. This is filled up. If I look at my dock, this green area I can't block, so I can't really put another one around here for risk of blocking my dock. technically I should be using my dock to do this trade, but I know I already have a Unity problem, and well, I can't stretch it any further. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you here, sort of here. So split the difference from what we've done already. I'm going to run you into here. I'm going to build you. I can't do that. Can't do that because I don't have any Unity. Flip you and flip you, and then get this and this deleted. All right, minus 12 workers. Perfect. All right, so what power's down? Nothing, because I have enough people. All right, is the oil rig turned off? All right, high supply of waste, we know. Low supply mechanical parts. Delete me is done. Okay, can I delete me? And that belt's empty. Excellent. Ooh, can I also delete this belt? Yep, I'm holding shift to, delete the whole belt. I'm also holding control to do it with Unity, and that's definitely not going to happen because I don't have any Unity. Oh, you guys don't work. I really want you to work. You can be 15 still. You're a 15. Yeah, it's very much hit and miss. All right. Okay, so, Mr. Shippy. No, before I get to Mr. Shippy, I want to check. So, you don't have enough steel yet. You do have steel. I'm going to turn you off for exporting steel. Because as soon as you're full, these guys can run. These guys can produce iron. I can come over here and run these guys faster, so I can make more construction parts, so I can make more construction parts too, because you're now empty, because I built a whole pile of houses. So I can make more construction parts 3, so I can get this guy upgraded. There's a whole chain going along here. All right. So workers, we're waiting on Uni. We're waiting on the lighthouse to do things. It's still 18 refugees, but I have a feeling it's a lot more than 12 months now. Ship weapons. We'd like to get those done. Ship designer. Can I give Mr. Shippy some guns, some armor, and some armor? Continue. I need 760 iron and 80 mechanical parts. Mechanical parts now solve problem. Iron is not. And I still need 240 for this. Cool. And I technically have parts too. What can I do with parts too? First off, you're built. Okay, if you're built, can I get this plugged in here and this plugged in here? Can I get both those done, that done, and that done? All right. Again, same problem. I have 24 and 24. That means up to this point I'm using 48. This can use another 48. That's more than a 60 belt, so I need to upgrade this and this. Oh, it continues. All right, so that'll get another machine running. That technically means I'm going to start building up copper. That's fine. I don't mind having excess copper. The point is I want to have enough electronics to make sure you can run, science can run, and oh, I've got no research. Okay, I need that one no matter what. I could do with that one, and we'll grab recycling because we're going to need that in the future, and then we're just going to leave it because I'm out. I've got 32, so we've made some of them. Not many of them. Okay, so yes, I need to have more 2s to have more 3s. Look, we're going to turn. Unity is my current issue. Actually, I can turn off. Oh, we can do plenty of food. Yes, if I feed them extra food, they'll be happier. And if they're happier, they're going to be fatter, but they'll also give me 1 extra Unity, which is fine. I could do with the extra Unity. So that's going to be our plan. That's going to be our plan to hopefully solve this problem, which is going to make the people fatter. This belt is now empty. Can I get rid of that? Eventually, I'm going to end up with a backup here, which is going to be a problem. And okay, can I do statistics? Can I turn off that and that? And we're moving a lot of coal. An awful lot of coal, because we've doubled up the amount of smelters, which means we're consuming coal even faster. In fact, we're doing 12, 24, 48 coal here, 48 coal here. Yes, this is why coal mine is second on my list, but you're done. So we have 1 more diggy boy to do, 2 more diggy boys to do, and 3 more trucks to do. Nice. Okay. And I still should have a couple of idle trucks, right? General. I have 2 of them. Okay. Can I assign 2 here to be in the coal mine. That'll probably help. Does mean little trucks are going to have to move around the coal, which is probably fine. Actually, no. Can I drop one of you off there? And can I assign one of you here? Yes. Okay, so your only job is to empty this coal box, and hopefully, you're moving around potatoes. Okay, hopefully, you can take a brunt of the work and leave everybody else a little bit freer to do other things. All right, more refugees. That's what I want to look at. 7 months. It's about halfway. So maybe it's still 18 months. All right. Okay, so we have enough of these. Great. We're now going to start making a few of these, which means hopefully I can get you built a little bit. All right. Also means I want to upgrade the labs. To do that, I need to. Okay, I have 56 houses. I have 12 workers. I don't have enough iron, but it's very close. Although we're spending the iron on this. Can I stop accepting materials? Yes, I'd like to get this done first, because also I want to find out what's over here. It's sort of both at the same time. Okay, you've got enough. All right, can I do this? Can we go there? Can I turn back on this? So anytime there's iron in here, which is like never if this is running, but now this is full of steel, these guys are running. They don't have an output box. That means trucks have to pick up 12 or whatever at a time, which is fine. I don't mind, because they're going to go here to upgrade Mr. Shippy Shippy. Okay. Can I? Nope. Oh, God. Warrior present on his way. Yep. Okay. So I want him to go there. We need to find out what's there and then visit this on the way back. Yeah, I need to wait for him to get there before I can turn him around. All right. So, still have a uni problem, and I have 55 houses. And you're using one uni, which I really like it if you were not using. Our oil rig is running faster. I can cut you back for a little while. The important thing is you're upgraded and you have the ability to output oil faster. You have 2,000, so you're off. You're going to use little diesel because we upgraded you early, and you guys are both done, so I can get rid of, I can unpause that, and I can get rid of you and you. Ooh, all right, power. What's our power up to? Our power is constantly up to 7 or 8 megawatts. So what I want to do is I want to take you off auto balance, so you run all the time, which is, well, 3, 6, 9 megawatts worth of mechanical power. That turns into 2, 4, 6 megawatts worth of electrical power at all times. It also means that if I'm going over 6, which I am sometimes, okay, we found out what's there. A friend. Cool. All right, can I have this? Oh, warrior present RS way. Excellent. All right, so it means if I'm using less than 6 megawatts, we'll put power onto this shaft. If I'm using more than 6 megawatts, we'll put power off this shaft. Also, at the same time, this one can kick in when it needs to, and it'll just put power directly onto the shaft because, well, it needs to. All right, so where we're up to. We have ship armor, we have ship weapons, we have biofuel is now done. We're researching other things. You have 32 parts, which is not enough, but another 20. Cool. I still don't have the actual next tier of lab equipment. So, what do I want to do? I want to. Not a lot I can do. I can't really make this leap until this is a solved problem, and this is going to be a minute or two. All right. What I can do is I cut down truck delivery. So, can I bring you out of top? Just one, and then can I bring you up to a height 5? There is the right tile. Nope. There is not the right tile. There is the right tile. Nope. Maybe. Yes. Okay. Can I do that? Because we make enough mechanical parts, I should be able to run you if I also enable you. Okay, so we're going to turn you on as well. I need to bring my steel belt into here, and then there, and then there, and then there, and then there. Cool. You, I'm just going to drop you down in priority just 1, because that should be fine for right now. At the end of the day, you're not using all 24 of them. You can still get deliveries from this box should you need to. All I want to do is, well, automate it, and I just don't have any union. Cool. All right, 52 parts. We're getting there. Okay, can I just... We are running at full speed. All right, ships in battle done. New refugees done. We have 33 houses left. I have 65 3 workers, which is nice. You have dropped there. You've dropped off things. So now I have 2 cargo ships out of 3 on the map. Yeah, there's a 3rd one out there somewhere. Haven't found it yet. All right, and we've researched the burner. Cool. I can use the burner over here. That makes it a split up. Okay, we need to put a splitter in here. It's just gonna be an overflow. Can I grab pollution? Waste management. A burner. Cool. Can I put you? I don't think you plug in directly, but we'll find out. T, can I get a U-shaped balancer? There, you don't plug in directly, you need a belt. Can I do that one? And can I... Oh, I can afford that, nice. And can I do that? Alright, so we're going to prioritize material out that way. So if both these boxes fill up, we have an overflow, which is... burn it. Yep, that'll be our solution. We're just going to burn it. It's going to cause some pollution, but I can live with that. I could also burn the trash. Can we go into statistics? Can we go for items? Can I go waste? We are producing 30. The little trucks only move 20. So that means 1.5 trucks every month. Or I could put in 2 of these guys and burn it. Cool. We're going to put in 2 of these guys. Can I do... Okay, can I change the recipe from that to that? And copy and paste that. It is going to give me pollution, but I don't care because it's something I can turn off should I need to. Oh, actually, I can do that. I can do that. Can I grab a U-shaped connector? Just put that straight there. Yep. Can I build you? And you're just going to burn half my trash. For right now. We have an alert when you get full, and then I can build the other one. Meanwhile, oh, that's the last one. All right. I'm going to pause you. I'm going to let that fill up, and then we'll build you as well. All right. So that's solved. That's solved. You are done, apart from having the lab equipment. The lab equipment I haven't built yet, obviously. Also means I'm going to do all 3 of these. They're going to take a minute. You probably need to be a higher priority, so you're actually done. You have a little bit of steel. Steel is still being shipped down here. You are full on steel, so you're producing extra iron, which is what I needed for Mr. Shippy to get his upgrades. He's close. I also need to go visit that settlement, because that settlement I need to be reputation with the village at least level 2. Okay, and if I upgrade it a little bit, I can buy people here, and buying people is probably my preferred method, but that'll have to wait for the next episode. We've got 80 more refugees, 14 houses. Can I turn you off? Oh, how long did I say? 14 months. Okay, so yeah, it's still a little while between one delivery of people and the next, and health is at not great because they're sick at the moment. Well, there's nothing I can do about that. So with all that done, we now have more steel, more copper, more unhappy trucks. We have upgraded a number of them, and I obviously need to go and that's completed. That's completed. Oh, actually, no. Can I just get like 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. We're just going to build a couple of trucks so I can put them into the coal mine to start with, and then get the other one swapped across. You are still madly delivering coal wherever it needs to go, and well, we are definitely stable on maintenance. So therefore, you definitely had to give me that like, because, well, I'm now stable. And Mr. Shippy now has some guns. So now we can go say hi to people. He does need more crew, but that'll be fine, and that'll be something we'll be covering in a future episode. But right now, I'm going to call it here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the very next video. All right, bye.